From the East Coast to the West Coast and all points in between, you're listening to the CICC New Music Show.
Welcome to the CICC New Music Show with me, your host, Alexander Brandt. I want to present to you the unlimited talent that is naturally found here in Canada. Well, hello there, artists and fans. I have 10 new artists this week, and I must say I am thrilled that 5 of them are first-timers to submit to the countdown. Welcome, newbies, and thanks for submitting your songs to the countdown. So let's see what we have this week. Morgan Griffiths is a Canadian country music singer-songwriter from Abbotsford, British Columbia. Now, Morgan's roots run deep in Newfoundland, where his entire family hails from. Morgan Griffiths is back again on the countdown with his new song, Just Being Me.
Since I was knee-high to the ground, I knew damn well I wasn't supposed to cuss or chase girls around or carve my name in the back of that church pew. Since I can remember, Mama said, boy, be better. But sometimes I just gotta be me. That's why I threw my drink in your ex's face when I saw him in Tennessee. When I met your folks after our first day, your daddy really hated me. 'Cause the drinks I drank and the smoke I smoke were the friends I keep and my offside jokes. Raise a glass or a flask to my last apology. I'm just being me. Now a few years down the road, I got me a wife and a family, and trying to settle down. But them boys keep calling me. They wanna drag me out, but I tend to run my mouth. When I do, it all goes south. That's why I threw my drink in your ex's face when I saw him in Tennessee. When I met your folks after our first day, your daddy really hated me. 'Cause the drinks I drank and the smoke I smoke were the friends I keep and my offside jokes. Raise a glass or a flask to my last apology. I'm just being me. I'm just being me. That's why I threw my drink in your ex's face when I saw him in Tennessee. When I met your folks after our first day, your daddy really hated me. 'Cause of the drinks I drank and the smoke I smoke were the friends I keep and my offside jokes. Raise a glass or a flask to my last apology. Oh, raise a glass or a flask to my last apology. I'm just being me. I'm just being me.
Drew Gregory's music resonates with listeners through undeniable authenticity and rawness. This award-winning Alberta country artist crafts songs that reflect a deep-rooted sense of honesty and realism, quality shaped by years of life on the farm. Welcome back, Drew Gregory, and your new song is Back on My Feet.
Goodbye ain't easy, no it never is. If you're gonna leave, then leave me with a kiss. And I'll smile at the memory when I reminisce. Goodbye ain't easy, no it never is. I ain't gonna lie, girl, this one hits hard. I know you feel bad for breaking this heart. I ain't gonna stop you, go get what you need. It won't take too long to get back on my feet. It won't take too long to get back on my feet. I've been down before, but I've never been beat. Yeah, it'll be syrup heart recipe. It won't take too long to get back on my feet. It won't take too long to get back on my feet. I've been down before, but I've never been beat. Yeah, it'll be hell while I'm watching you leave, but it won't take too long to get back on my feet. Won't take me too long to get back on my feet. So go spread your wings, girl, you gotta fly. We had a good run, it just wasn't our time. But I'll dust myself off, don't you worry about me. Won't take me too long to get back on my feet. Won't take too long to get back on my feet. So burn this old heart, baby, I'll take the heat. Yeah, it'll be hell while I'm watching you leave, but it won't take too long to get back on my feet. Won't take me too long to get back on my feet. Back on my feet. Goodbye ain't easy, no it never is.
Connor Perry is from Barrington, Nova Scotia, and is an up-and-coming country rock singer-songwriter. Well, Connor Perry is back again with his new song, Send 'Em Our Way.
Been a long-ass work week, ain't been getting no sleep, not been able to enjoy life. Just wanna crash in my bed, kick off my boots and lay my head down for the night. Then I get a text from the boys saying we're heading out on the town. I know what's coming, so I put back on my boots. I can't let my boys down. We end up at the local bar where they know a spot and name and what the night's gonna be. They got their work cut out 'cause they know these boys like to drink like their drinks are free. 'Cause we don't care if it's beer, wine, moonshine, or good old whiskey on ice. It all gets the job done, gonna be a lot of fun. We're all living our best lives as long as you send 'em our way. We tell that bartender to pour but stomping on the dance floor. Keep this party going, gotta keep 'em coming. You should just send 'em our way. I'll take another round for the guys. I know that ain't no surprise. We've been going all night long. Hear 'em yell, ask all for alcohol, but they don't know we drank it all. But if you find some, make sure you send 'em our way. Send 'em our way. Whether it's passing that bottle of cap round the bonfire on a Friday night, or getting mud on these tires and spinning up dirt till all you can see is tail light. People always say you guys go strong like a quarter crown or jack. And we all agreed we made a pact that once we start that is that there ain't no going back. You can just send them my way. We tell that bartender to pour and stomping on the dance floor. Keep this party going, gotta keep her coming. You should just send them my way. I'll take another round for the guys. I know that ain't no surprise. We've been going all night long. Hear them yell, ask all for alcohol, but they don't know we drank it all. But if you find some, make sure you send them our way. Send them our way. Oh, yeah, bring it on. We want it all, but you gotta send them our way. Send them, yeah, send them our way. Send them, yeah, yeah, yeah. Send them, send them, send them, send them our way.
The Kristin Nicholls Band hails from Hamilton, Ontario. Now, all the members grew up on gospel music and rock and roll. Now they're back with a fresh new sound and a brand new song. Here is the Kristin Nicholls Band and the song I Found Mine.
I didn't get as far as 6 feet down, and didn't have my face posted all over town. But there were some fights, and I did some time, and I got close to never being found. I was running, searching, hiding, hurting, didn't know what to do. Yeah, I needed something, some way out of this. Turns out that something was you. Yeah, I was chasing neon every night, never slowing down for the morning light. Never got a handle on my sins, never knew what life could start again. Didn't have to stay broken, didn't have to stay down, or turn my back on turning it all around. Not everyone finds the reason or rhyme to go and change it all on a dime. But I found mine, I found mine. Could've ran this train right off the tracks, could've passed the point of no coming back. Lost count of the times that I crossed the lines. I needed help and never knew how to ask. I was running, searching, hiding, hurting, didn't know who I was. But you were that someone somewhere out there saving me, because I was chasing neon every night, never slowing down for the morning light. Never got a handle on my sins, never knew a life could start again. Didn't have to stay broken, didn't have to stay down, but turning back on turning it all around. Not everyone finds the reason or rhyme to go and change it all on a dime. But I found mine.
commercials, just great music.
New music plays now.
JaimesonRhy are Jamie Hamilton and Riley Brimmer, and they are first-timers to the countdown. Welcome, ladies. Their new song, Blue Cowgirl, is an emotional track about riding through uncertainty and the fear of running out of time. Now, this dynamic songwriting team captures the ache of wanting love, learning patience, and trusting that what is meant for you will not pass you by. Here is JaimesonRhy and the song Blue Cowgirl.
I know that silence in your heart sounds like a hurricane, and you're tired of those late night tears and the dark. Impatient for that white horse to take you away. Everyone knows waiting is the hardest part, so don't be blue. You were ever lonely, but brush the gray right out of your sky. Those dusty boots will sweep you off your feet, and you'll wonder why you ever cried. So don't be blue, cowgirl. If he don't ride out of that red sunset tonight, I'm telling you, he ain't lost, girl. He's on his way, staring at that same sky. He's probably got another mile or two, then he'll show up out of the blue. Just like that. Don't be blue, cowgirl. If he don't ride out of that red sunset tonight, I'm telling you, he ain't lost, girl. He's on his way, staring at that same sky. He's probably got another mile. Show up out of the blue, cowgirl. I know there's silence in your heart, sounds like a hurricane.
Chris Micheal is an established Winnipeg-based Canadian recording artist who is known for being the dynamic vocalist filled with passion and emotion who performs acoustic and electric guitar. Now, playing guitar since he was 14 led Chris Micheal to partake in bands in his early 20s. The group started as a rock group where Chris Micheal acted as a vocalist. However, he later transitioned into a solo career down the country music lane. Here is Chris Micheal in the song, I Got the Girl.
He got the Beamer sitting in his driveway. My Silverado keeps chugging down the highway. He got them shiny designer suits, but my baby likes my shit-kicking boots. He really wanted to be her man, but I can't never get to kiss. He said he'd buy her the whole damn store, but she the kind of woman that knows less is more. He really wanted to be her man, but I came up with a better plan. He got more money, he got more style, but I got him beat by a country mile. I might be the luckiest guy in the whole wide world, 'cause I got the girl. Yeah, I got the girl. Yeah, I got the girl. Yeah, I got the girl. I know it ain't my looks that'll make her my wife. She just knows I love her for the rest of my life. He got more money, he got more style, but I got him beat by a country mile. I might be the luckiest guy in the whole wide world, 'cause I got the girl. Yeah, I got the girl. 'Cause I got the girl. Yeah, I got the girl. Yeah, I got the girl.
Born and raised in the small coastal town of Capellet and now based in Moncton, New Brunswick, Colleen Evelyn is an emerging female artist making her mark on Atlantic Canada's modern country scene. Hey, I played hockey up in Capellet. It was a great place. A powerhouse fiddle player and vocalist, she brings fresh country energy grounded in the storytelling spirits of her roots. Here is Colleen Evelyn, another newbie, and a song, Life's Too Sweet to Wait.
Garden never grows if you don't get dirt under your nails. Songs don't write themselves with your guitar in its case. That dress stays in the closet waiting for a picture perfect size. Punching the clock to get through the day makes your passion slip away. Someday fades to maybe. No more leaning on somebody. Something starts when you begin. Run through the rain, feel the freedom. Jump on the train with no return. Hit the green light, it's never too late. Life's too sweet to wait. The world can't be explored if the boarding pass runs cold. The words the heart don't speak get buried by the fear. Someday fades to maybe. No more leaning on somebody. Something starts when you begin. Run through the rain, feel the freedom. Jump on the train with no return. Hit the green light, it's never too late. Life's too sweet to wait. Five years from now, will you regret 10 years gone by, not started yet? 50 years on, what will you get? Someday fades to maybe. No more leaning on somebody. Something starts when you begin.
Well, we're trucking right along this week. The band Short Colt is a new country act from Ottawa, Ontario. Now, Short Colt were on the countdown once before with their song titled Let Me Hear It. Well, Short Colt is back with a second song titled Even at the Worst of Times.
Come along and shown you're wrong. You tell us it's all okay. You're so absurd with words like birds. The meaning flies away. Trying real hard to knock us on the floor. Tell us we better mind our way out the door. Well, you can't get the better of me, even at the worst of times. Well, you can't mess with my good cheer, even with your crooked lines. Well, can't say this and I can't say that. Tell me it's a crime. Well, you can't get the better of me, even at the worst of times. Gotta be with you around here. We're all just doing fine. You come on in with sin and spin. Gotta try and ruin the shine. Tell your friends to tell us to follow your rule. All the while you're drinking syrup, such a fool. Well, you can't get the better of me, even at the worst of times. Well, you can't mess with my good cheer, even with your crooked lines. Well, can't say this and I can't say that. Tell me it's a crime. Well, you can't get the better of me, even at the worst of times. Ain't gonna happen. Well, you can't get the better of me, even at the worst of times. Well, you can't mess with my good cheer, even with your crooked lines. Well, can't say this and I can't say that. You tell me it's a crime. Well, you can't get the better of me, even at the worst of times. Even at the worst of times. Even that, even that, even that, even that, even that, even at the worst of times.
New music with Canadian Alexander Brandt on the CICC New Music Show, and it is all Canadian.
Zach Noostoos-Willier, geez, I hope I got that right, is a 20-year-old Cree and Métis neo-traditional singer, songwriter, and fiddler from Sucker Creek First Nation, Alberta, whose talent and presence are captivating audiences across the country. For the first time on the countdown, here is Zach Noostoos-Willier and the song Sad Songs.
When I was a boy on the wide open plains, would listen to the records play. Songs would flow right through the waves. I guess those were the good old days. Songs spoke the words I often felt. He stopped loving her today. That's what makes the jukebox play. They'll never ever take her love from me. So don't stop the music and relax. from the city lights and the lonely streets. I don't hear the sad songs anymore. I knew a time when stories told had a world of truth, behold. Stories of love and losses of life, broken hearts and tales of strife. That's what the real folks had to say. He stopped loving her today. That's what makes the jukebox play. They'll never ever take her love from me. So don't stop the music and release me from the city lights and the lonely streets. I don't hear the sad songs anymore. Guitars and fiddles cry, hurt so much and I might know why. They sound the way I feel inside, acting as my only guide to cry by that lonesome melody. He stopped loving her today. That's what makes the jukebox play. They'll never ever take her love from me. So don't stop the music and release me from the city lights and the lonely streets. I don't hear the sad songs anymore. Oh, I don't hear the sad songs anymore.
Our last new artist and last artist for the week is Bobby Dove. Now, Bobby Dove is a Montreal-born singer-songwriter who is a magnetic presence in the world of country and Americana music. Currently based in rural Manitoba, Bobby Dove is releasing the first singles from his anticipated upcoming full-length album, Fortune Teller. Here is Bobby Dove and his new song, Leaving Manitoba.
I'm leaving Manitoba while I still can. It hurts too much here knowing I'll never be your man. Soon the snow will cover up my path to get back home. With my guitars, this bleeding heart, other things I own. It's not much, but it's a lot. Enough giving our sweet memories everything I got. Guess I'd give another shot. It's not much, it's a lot. Through tears I sat there drowning in my car. I fell in love 'neath big skies with everything you are. I never thought that we could go so far, to dress our wounds 'neath harvest moons lighting up our scars. It's in your touch, I'm in your thoughts, and I've given all our fantasies everything I got. Guess I'd give another shot. It's not much, but it's a lot.
It's time for our movers and shakers, and Tracy Bone in the song Brave is sitting at the 101 position and will be moving on to the top 100 next week. Now, our biggest mover this week is Chevy Beaulieu in the song She'll Come Back Around, and he is up 19 positions this week.
Certain is the outcome. No matter how the job gets done, somebody pays. Many versions of the truth get tossed around like stories do, and I find my mind circling back to what I know is true. There's a full moon over our house on a starlit walk, a feeling of forever when I hear our children talk. My heart can skip a beat when you look at me. Even though there's trouble out across some dark and distant sea, by the grace of the Creator and the love we've made, baby, you make me brave. Baby, you make me brave. Baby, you. Oh, you. Oh, there's a simple kind of comfort, and I know I'm gonna find it here at home. When it's just you and me at night, it's easy to let the day behind us go. And in the quiet of the moments when you're lying next to me, it's where I find the courage, honey, all I'll ever need. There's a full moon over our house on a starlit walk, feeling of completeness as I hear our children talk. My heart can skip a beat when you look at me. Even though there's trouble out across the dark and distant sea, by the grace of the Creator and the love we've made, baby, you make me brave. Baby, you make me brave. Baby, you. Grace of the Creator and the love we've made, baby, you make me brave. 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 Baby, you make me brave.
Turns out I was wrong. Guess I didn't have near as much time as I thought all along. Putting off that honey-do list led to honey, I'm gone. Hell, I can blame her. There was more than chores and paper needing fixing round here. There ain't no misinterpretation in some taillights fading. What she's saying came in loud and clear. She loaded up that Bronco on the way to the ground. From the look to that dust cloud, her middle finger hanging out, she ain't slowing down. way. Maybe someday she'll come back around. Guess I should've listened. Did a little more around here, paid her a lot more attention, but I didn't. Instead of the one I'm kissing, she's somebody I'm missing. Ain't no telling where she's headed, but if it's in my direction, I'll be ready this time. Holding that list of what I should've done's crossed out except one that's stopping her from leaving that night. She loaded up that Bronco all the way to the ground. From the looks of that dust cloud, her middle finger hanging out, she ain't slowing down. Yeah, she's looking like she's long gone, but thank God this world is round. So from somewhere or some way, maybe someday she'll come back around. Whoa! She loaded up that Bronco all the way to the ground. And from the looks of a dust cloud, her middle finger hanging out, she ain't slowing down. Yeah, she's looking like she's long gone. Thank God this world is round. So from somewhere or some way, maybe someday she'll come back around. From somewhere or some way, maybe someday she'll come back around. She'll come back around.
You are listening to the CICC New Music Show.
It's time for Double Trouble, starting with Ella Campbell and the song More Than Your Ford, and SB Mackhigh Stanton featuring Ray Roper and the song Blue Harley. Now both of them are up 16 positions this week.
I've taken a backseat ever since you brought her home. It used to be the two of us on the background of your phone. Now she's first thing in the morning and the last thing on your mind. Spending all your time and money just making sure she shines. And I'm the dust cloud you left behind. You've been taking her out every single night. You get her engine revving more than you do mine. I'm sure you'll feel good in that two-tone blue. Yeah, it's like she was made for you. And drive her off into that red
Well, that's the show for me this week. I'm going to leave you with Mike Shaver and the song 70s Way of Life. Remember to visit Alexander Brandt and Country Music Indie's Facebook pages to see what artists are featured in the show each week. Also, be sure to check out Canadian Indie Country Countdown's Facebook page every Friday for the banner to vote for your favorite artists. Thanks for listening, and until the next show, this is Alexander saying keep your dreams alive and send us your latest songs so we can help you keep them going.
Long hair, bell-bottom jeans, rock and roll music made sense to me. Fast cars that were built to last, party all night, sure was a blast. Time take me back to that way of life. We got off track, all we do is fight. Wanna be a child again, back in simpler times. Hang out with friends up until midnight. That was the 70s way of life. Underneath the hood of a car, sitting on the side of the road, Bob Seger's Night Moves playing on the radio. Then a ride comes along, from a stranger to a friend. Those were the days when things really went wrong. Time take me back to that way of life. Got off track, all we do is fight. Wanna be a child again, back in simpler times. Hang out with friends up until midnight. That was the 70s way of life. Grab a tire and a rope, find a tree near a creek. Just spend the day jumping in the hay, ride around the block or just skip rocks. Time take me back to that way of life. We got off track, all we do is fight. Wanna be a child again, back in simpler times. Hang out with friends up until midnight. It was the 70s way of life.
This has been the Canadian Independent Country Countdown New Music Show with host Alexander Brandt, produced by Valley Radio Productions with executive producer Walter Scott James.